Hey YouTube, it's echobear, and today I want to review an app for you guys that's called Scale. Now, before I even get to talking about the game and stuff, I'm going to be talking a little quieter. If you're familiar with my videos from the past couple of years, it's finals week and I'm trying to be kind of quiet for the sake of my roommates, so I guess the rest of this week is going to be chill reviews because I'm going to be talking fairly quiet. But let's get on to the serious stuff so I can tell you guys about this cool app. So Scale is made by 101 Digital, and the first version that I can find of it being released on the App Store was March 17th, 2017. And this is pretty much your run-of-the-mill type of puzzle game. The mechanics are very different, but if you're looking for a puzzle type app, this is definitely one that I can say you may want to check out. But once I get talking about this, you'll know a little better. So the whole purpose of Scale is to take these little bite-sized chunks out of this bigger playing field to make it smaller and smaller and smaller until you fill up the bar at the top of your screen to then expand it out, and then you continue and continue and continue. So technically every time you add a little cut it gets a little smaller, but once you pass that level and have cleared enough of the required space needed, I guess, it expands back out and then you continue. So that sounds pretty simple for what it is, but there are several different modes within this game, plus something that you have to dodge constantly. The thing that you have to dodge constantly is this little round white circle that's bouncing around in your playing field that you're trying to shrink down. If at any point whatever shape you have chosen, well, that's given to you that you have to use to shrink it down or just cut out a chunk of it is used, if the ball bumps into that, it takes away one of your lives and it cancels out that line that you were originally trying to draw. So it becomes this interesting power struggle between the space that you have, the way you cut it out, and the ball and how it bounces around in that playing field. So just overall, it's a very interesting combination. Then you throw in like all of these different modes that it gives with you. So the first mode that I want to talk about is just the regular default single mode. It's essentially what I just explained to you. You have a ball bouncing around, you have to cut out as much as you possibly can to shrink it down within 3 hits, and voila, that's it. It goes forever, you try to get a high score, and then you move on with your life. Or move on to the next mode. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm scatterbrained, but I definitely wanted to get out a video. I needed to record something. The second mode is called Just 3, so that's when you're given 3 select types of slices that you can make, and you have to clear the level requirement using only those 3. If you fail to do so, you fail the level and you have to restart all over from level 1. You are still also avoiding the dot that's running around and wreaking havoc in your little playing field. The one following that is +1, so every time you move on to another level it adds another ball to it. This is where another interesting mechanic comes into play, because once you have multiple balls like flying around in your little play area, there is a way for you to get rid of them and thus make your life easier as you're playing through these games. If you can somehow quarantine, like in a little corner, this ball, and you can clear that space out before the ball touches it, that ball just goes poof. It's gone, it's out of your hair, and then when you get to the next one, you get another one added back in, but it's a lot nicer having maybe 2 to 3 of those little suckers flying around rather than 7. It becomes increasingly hard the more circles that are flying around in this arena type scenario, and it makes your life harder, and you don't want that. So there's 2 other game modes that kind of follow a combination of those 2 that I mentioned earlier. It just pretty much the same thing, just different mechanics that are coming into play. And yeah, as far as sound design goes, this game isn't very deep. It only has the sound effects for what's needed. It has the sound effects of you clearing space, and that is it. It's a very simplistic game, so it doesn't really need a lot. A lot of times people already play all of these apps without their volume on anyway, so it does kind of lend to just being very minimalistic as far as the sound goes. it is nice to have an audio cue when you do like manage to clear out that space and are successful in what you do. I do wish there was an audio cue for when you did get hit by the ball, however, because sometimes you think you didn't, but the line goes away, so that would just be another way to reassure the player that what happened was legit and it's not the game glitching out on you. And as far as visually goes, like, this game is somehow very bright and colorful, but very limited at the same time. Pretty much your colors range from whatever gradient combination is going on in the background and the color of your playing field. The color of your playing field will rotate through a bunch of different color schemes as you're going through and will be a rainbow once you're finished. So it's fun watching that go through, but other than that, there's really not a lot to this game other than when your ball explodes or your lines explode, it looks really pretty with the little bubble effect it has. So for everything this app has, I'm going to have to give it about a 6 out of 10. It's not anything super exciting, but it's still cute and fun and pretty creative for what it is. So yeah, I definitely recommend you check it out. So I'm going to apologize first off because I know this is like just a tiny little app and there's not a lot for me to talk about within this game. But it is finals week and I did just want to knock out a couple quick reviews this week so I can focus on getting stuff ready for the next couple weeks and record videos for that as well. So forgive me for this being a little shorter than usual. I promise once my life gets back into chill mode, videos will be longer. I'm gonna be working harder on my other projects, but all that kind of had to take a backseat to my schoolwork right now. So thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Thank you for all the feedback I've been getting on my videos lately. It means the world to me. You guys are all so fantastic and I love you so much for all of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to stick to the very end of this video to see more stuff that I've done. Make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your life. Are you dealing with finals too, or do you get to relax and stuff and get to look forward to summer? So yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!